Waiting for this all season. We've been waiting for an opportunity to watch Gerrit Cole face the Houston Astros at home at Minute Maid Park. And we'll get to see this live on TV, and you'll get to watch along with the Locked On Astros crew. So come along, join the fun, and we'll watch along as long as y'all want to. And let's have some fun and watch Gerrit Cole hopefully get lit up by the Houston Astros on the Locked On Astros podcast.
It's the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Hello and welcome to Locked On Astros, your daily Astros podcast. Here are your hosts, Eric the Man Heisman and Brett H-Town Wheelhouse Chansey.
We are Locked On Houston Astros, and we hope that you join us for a daily Locked On Astros podcast. My name is Eric Heisman. You can find me on Twitter at Eric Talk Stros. Find the show at Locked On Astros, your team every day. Brett, where can I find you at?
They can find me at H-Town Wheelhouse on Twitter and Astros411 on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Always positive, always Stros.
All right, you might be wondering, but it's a Saturday night. You're not supposed to be doing a podcast. Yeah, but we just wanted to do a kind of live watch along with this game because this is not every day you get to face one of your old aces, and this is a pretty epic matchup. And I know the game yesterday was not a great one if you're an Astros fan. It's never great when a Yankees team shuts you out, especially a team that's been not doing as good as the Astros have been doing this year, but it's still a good matchup, and a lot of Astros fans are going to be at Minute Maid Park, and we weren't able to go tonight, but we wanted to go ahead and watch the game along with you, and I know a lot of y'all are not too happy with maybe the broadcast out there, so we want to give y'all another opportunity to kind of come here. So, and don't forget, y'all can go ahead and have your voice be heard. Like Melissa just said, go Astros. If you want to, whether you're on Facebook, whether you're on Twitter, if you're on YouTube, whether you're on Twitch, you can go ahead and make a comment, and we'll go and put that on there. And before the game starts, I do want to address the big monkey in the room. And I guess that big monkey in the room is all the Astros saying no to the All-Star game. It first started with Carlos Correa, and then Jose Altuve. Altuve said that he has like a little soreness in his leg and he couldn't go. And then Carlos Correa said that he wants to spend some time with Daniela, and he has the baby's appointment for the sonogram, whatever. And so it started with those two. And then now Ryan Presley has paternity leave. And then you have Michael Brantley saying his side hurts. And now all of baseball is saying that all these Astros are chicken. They don't want to come basically to the All-Star game. And that's not really what's going on here. I think it's more of a situation where they just don't want to distract from the game. They don't want to. Why would you go up there just to get booed? Maybe in that situation, but I don't know.
I mean, Jacob deGrom is not going either. Neither is Gossman, and I don't know what their injury situation is. I think deGrom's been having some issues lately, but there's not any outrage.
But they don't play for the Astros. They don't play for the Astros.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. There's no outrage there. And so it's just interesting to me how the national media has just dogpiled. And earlier today, there was a tweet. If you're on Twitter, you need to go see what Patrick Crichton said about this All-Star game thing. I think he was very succinct. It was probably like a thread of like 8 separate tweets. And he just broke down why this is absolutely absurd that people are upset about this. And he goes all the way back to the Astros being scapegoated, so on and so forth. And it's definitely a tweet that will upset visiting fan bases. But let me just talk about the game last night, Eric. Last night, being at that game, there was more people, over 40,000 people. They haven't had that many people at Minute Maid since Game 7 of the World Series in 2019. So that is the most highly attended game.
It's not 40,000 a little bit over 40,000.
It was over. Yeah, it was like 40,197 if I remember the number correctly. But it was a playoff atmosphere. when the Yankees scored their first 2 runs, it almost sounded like a Yankees home game because there were so many Yankees fans. And for the most part, the interaction I had with the Yankees fans was actually pretty legit. They were pretty cool. Joked with a few of them, like they started saying, "Let's go Yankees." And I'd be like, "Beat us in the playoffs," or something like that. And they would laugh. They would like fist pump. So,
all right. I'm not sure where you are, guys, but here comes the first pitch. Zach Greinke is about to throw the pitch. DJ LeMahieu's stepping up, and he's batting .272 with 7 home runs. So here we go. First pitch is a strike, 88 miles per hour. So so far, Zach Greinke is he's having an up and down season. I know he's got 8-2 record. You would hope that he would be doing. I mean, he's doing what he's supposed to be doing. He's had a couple short outings, but overall, he's been doing pretty good this season. And I guess he doesn't have the stuff he's had in the past, but in the playoffs, he's definitely one of your starters that you want on a mound. And so,
I think last night's game, Odorizzi was giving up a lot of hits early. But he gave up the 4 runs, but
I think that was Robel. Yeah, Robel Garcia just made a great play. Not as, I guess Carlos Correa but he just made in the sunlight. So he great play by Robel Garcia for out number 1. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. So my feed that I'm watching is actually behind your feed. So let me finish what I'm saying before you say something, because then I don't even know what's going on half the time because you are in front of me. But last night Odorizzi didn't look. He was giving up a lot of hits, but they weren't getting past second base. And I said at some point we've got to make sure that we score some runs because they got like 10 hits last night. So their pitcher, that Nestor guy, just did a freaking number on this lineup. It was quite odd because even Michael Brantley looked off kilter tonight. He looked off balance.
Yesterday, you mean?
Last night.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So unfortunately, it just seemed like off game all the way around. So the Astros are just short a lot of players. Abraham Toro just made a good play to get Aaron Judge out. So it's just one of those. You're playing with a lot of your big guys. And speaking of which, we had some Yankees. We had a lot of people come out after Alex Bregman, and he was coming out after him because he said something like about clickbait. And he said there's a lot of clickbait out there. And so this was Alex Bregman's response. Somebody sent this to me. Emery sent this to me. But he said somebody named Mets Tape said, cheater with the trash can. Then he said, Alex, does it bother you that that's always going to be your legacy? And this was Alex Bregman's response. Maybe to you it will be, but I won't allow it to be for me. I'm not stuck in the past. I'm confident in my own skin, and I look forward to growing as a player and as a person on and off the field, regardless of what anybody thinks about me. I am me. Love me or hate me. I don't give a you-know-what. So that's what Alex Bregman is, and that's what a lot of these players are. So going back to the All-Star thing, I don't really think it's because they're cowards or anything like that.
No.
Next year's All-Star game is going to be at L.A. I don't think it's the fact that they don't want to face the boos. They've been dealing with the boos all year. That's not the reason why they don't want to do this. I mean, they legit have these injuries. They legit have, like, Carlos Correa really hasn't had time to process the fact that he's going to be a father. And now he's on the health and safety protocol. I think Dusty Baker was saying it's something similar to what Kyle Tucker had. And so Kyle Tucker was out for about he was out for about a week or so. So hopefully it's not as bad as that. And then Michael Brantley kind of came out, but I kind of put this on Twitter, and I haven't checked to see how many people have actually voted, but are you actually going to watch the All-Star game if no Astros are represented? This would be one of the first times in a long time that there would be no Astros players in this game.
Yeah, personally, I have no interest in it if the Astros aren't in there. I mean, even when they are in there, the All-Star game is not something I pay attention to, and unless, I kind of want to see what Ohtani does. That's going to be interesting. I may tune in to watch him pitch, to watch him bat, but I'm not going to be like, psyched up to go watch the All-Star game. The All-Star game it's pomp and circumstance. It's unfortunately any All-Star game, any All-Pro All-Star weekend is pretty flat when it comes to like the actual competition. I'm looking more forward to the home run derby. And,
Right.
but I don't know if you saw today, but, looks like they got Voit out with the last out of the inning with the strikeout.
Yeah.
That
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, there you go. And but Acuna went down. I don't know what his leg injury is, but he couldn't even walk off the field. He was in tears, and you hate that. He just went through the night before getting hit by another pitch by the Marlins, and I had kind of made the comment on Twitter like it's about time that like Acuna steps up, and I would not be upset if Acuna just charged the mound next time he got hit. And unfortunately, if he has a serious injury, he may not be able to play until next season, depending on what happened. You hate to see that because he's one of the hottest young hitters. I think he's one of the faces of MLB. I think like him, Vlad Jr., Tatis Jr., guys like that are more, Shohei Ohtani, and they're good for the game. It's good for the Braves to have a star like that outside of Freeman, outside of Ozzie Albies. So you hate to see a player like that go down because at the end of the day, they're humans in real life, and he's an electric player. I love watching him hit the ball, and I guess prayers for him because I don't know the extent of of the damage, but it looked pretty serious.
Yadier Molina is another one who's not going to go to All-Star game. He's elected to rest his foot. So yeah, this is it just so happened that all 4 Astros representatives have decided to take the time off. And it's a big story. Buster Olney is trying to make it a big story. I know that Molly Knight I think that's her name, is trying to make it a big story too. And people outside of Houston are trying to make a big story. And Dusty Baker says he supports all this. He's like, well, we're trying to win a World Series. We don't care about the All-Star game. It's not like Bud Selig's. Let's make it count this time.
That was cheesy. Like, okay, that's great, but what if the one league had like 5 or 10 more wins more than the other team but that league got home field advantage because they won a stupid All-Star game? I think that was a really sad attempt. Gerrit Cole has been really not doing great since the spider tack thing. So it's going to be interesting to see how he does.
Yeah, his first 50 innings was dominant. His last 50 innings has not been great. He's just a mediocre pitcher. So for Pete's sake, let's see how he does tonight. So here comes Jose Altuve, and we'll see what he does. Which Gerrit Cole, he has to have some type of adrenaline going with just his facing the Astros. And I didn't get to see the ovation, but I know the Astros gave him a standing ovation last night, right? Or did
last night they didn't even say his name?
Oh, they didn't. I thought they did something for him last night. Did they do a video for him tonight or something?
I don't know. I did not see a video last night. I was there from the beginning to the end, and I didn't see anything.
Okay.
I didn't even see him on the field before the game. Apparently Chandler Roan did. He loves that guy. I mean, he looks at Gerrit Cole like he wants to date him.
Yeah, I saw that picture and I was gonna tweet something, but somebody beat me to it. I'm like, yeah, I want to get him on the podcast again. I'm not gonna go down that road. So 3 pitches, 1 out for Jose Altuve popped up. So
man, he popped. Yeah, they were popping up a lot. Last night, Jose Altuve is swinging for the fences. That's all there is to it. He was not swinging his normal swing. He was swinging to get the ball out of the yard, and it didn't work out for him either time.
Yeah, I thought about doing a locker or a green room last night, but it just was like, nah, it just was too depressing a game yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, you thought at some point that the Astros would, come back, and the Astros had, hey, it's only 2 runs. Oh, it's only 4 runs. Well, I guess we're not going to score anything. So
they only got 3 hits last night, and it was just not even close.
Cortez
guy only allowed 2 hits in 4 2/3 innings. Then the bullpen came in. Chad Green, I know the Astros have hit him around at times, but he was dominant yesterday. Oziga came in. I can never say his name. He came in, but that Letridge guy came in. It pitched 1 1/3, but the Astros just had no chance yesterday. It's got to be better today. So A little bit different lineup today, especially without Carlos Correa out. We don't know how long he's going to be out. Dusty Baker said it's something similar to what Kyle Tucker had before the game. And you notice that Dusty Baker had the mask definitely on today during his. I mean, I know he's had the stuff on pretty convenient, pretty dedicated, the mask on pretty well. So, but unfortunately, the Astros are going to go through these hot and cold streaks with the offense, and even the best teams like the Astros are going to do this offensively.
Yeah, you're not going to. I mean, obviously, it's baseball. It's 162 games. I mean, you've pretty much dominated the good teams. The Yankees are barely above 500, so it's not like we're playing a great Yankees lineup. I mean, if you look at their lineup and what they're hitting, you would. I don't know that there's many days you would pick this lineup over the Astros, just because offensively the Astros. I mean, they're like shown on the broadcast and runs, average, OBP, OPS, and K percentage. They're number one.
You ready for this? The last 7 games for Gerrit Cole, he's 2-2 with a 5.24 ERA. In 6 starts, he's got 34 1/3 innings pitched, only 38 strikeouts, 1.22 WHIP. So that just shows how much he struggled without the little pick me up.
Some help.
Yeah.
But I can't grip the ball. Okay, well, whatever. Sorry. Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, whatever. Freaking let them use spider tag. I really don't care. I mean, the Astros are doing fine with it. I mean, they were doing fine with the other pitchers doing it. Apparently, they were hitting them. So who cares? And then why is the rosin bag even on the mound?
The rosin bag is legal, but apparently mixed with spit and dirt is not legal or something. I don't know.
Yeah, you can't not mix it with dirt. It's literally sitting on dirt. You know what I'm saying? Like that, the whole thing with the Mariners pitcher getting rung up for 10 games for having rosin on his hand. I'm like, oh, come on, dude. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me.
That was a little bit outside, but close enough to be considered a strike. But by the way, be careful what you wish for. I saw in the Atlantic League, I believe it is, a former major leaguer got run up by the robotic strike zone. The ball was so far outside the zone, but it looked like it was close enough, and so the robot ump called it a strike, but it was really a ball. And so I forgot who it was. It was a former major leaguer who's playing minor league baseball now, but he was talking up. He's like, come on, man. And then I guess they're playing it as visitors, but the visitor PA said, started playing Let It Go, Let It Go.
Well, it's my understanding that with the robo ump, I know when they had it in Sugarland before Sugarland went to the Astros, the robo signal calling was a robo call, but the umpire had the ability to change the call. They didn't have to go with what the robot said. They could actually trump it. So they would get the signal to strike, but if it was outside, the umpire could call a ball. So I know that was in place during the independent league where Sugarland was at.
It didn't look like it from that video I saw. The umpire was just basically like, whatever.
Well, right, but what I'm saying, how they set it up with the Skeeters is the umpires could still call their own pitch if they felt they needed to.
All right, so we had a lovely Yankee fan come in, so I promptly blocked him. So
oh wow, what did he say?
He said some nice things about us. So
wait, I didn't even get to see it, man.
Yeah, well, it's great.
Come on, let me at least see it.
But anyway, so it's nothing going on so far in the game on both sides. Gerrit Cole got 1 strikeout, and Zach Greinke has 1 strikeout. So far, it's nothing going into the game. So far, it's a pitcher's duel going into 1 inning. So I guess you can't really call it pitcher's duel.
It's a no-hitter on both sides.
Oh, you jinxed it already. Come on, man.
Oh, whatever, dude. You really think Zach Greinke's going to no-hit the Yankees?
Well, not anymore.
This guy throws 50 miles an hour, bro. He
just
throws
threw
50
80
miles an hour against Sanchez. This
Stanton
guy
really slowed down a little bit because he was like, I thought he had like 15 home runs like earlier in the season, but he's slowed down a little bit.
I was at the game last night. He's an absolute beast. I was like, there's no way that guy's not doing something. That guy is he's freaking bodybuilder type.
Don't get
He's
3-0.
huge.
Don't get 3-0 on Stan. Come on, don't get 3-0. Don't get 3-0. Don't get 3-0. Good. Got a strike. So, I'm surprised this team is I think we talked about this on a podcast. The Yankees pitching is not terrible. It's the offense has struggled a lot this year. And if you look at Brett Gardner, he's batting 190.
Yeah, Brett Gardner's kind of like, we just signed you because your bulbous bald head looks great in a Yankee pinstripes. That's about it. He's not. He's there because he's been there for so long. That's the only reason why they re-signed him.
Yeah. So they're just not having a typical Yankee year, but Stanton's never been a big hit for average guy, has he? Stan walked, but let me see.
I think he's got a pretty good career average.
Oh, his career is exactly where he's at now, 268. So,
okay.
Yeah, I didn't think he was ever a big career batting average guy. So, so he's exactly where his career average is. Judge is kind of where he's at. So, I don't understand. I don't understand where we're struggling. Ursula is kind of where he's been. I mean, Torres is down. You look a little tired, dude.
Dude, I am tired. My son had his birthday today, and then we came back, and a bunch of them wanted to go to the pool, so I was at the pool for like 4 hours, and that sun will drain you.
Yeah.
So, and then I've got a drill going in the background. Actually, no, it's a blender. So,
oh, that's fine. So, Gleyber Torres only has 3 home runs this year. Yeah, this is a big bat in their lineup, and he's kind of missed.
Yeah, Gleyber's not, all this Gleyber Day stuff. He really has not performed the way they want him to.
No, he's got 271 at bats. I mean, it's not like he's missed a lot of time. That's a lot of bats.
It's a lot of bats, and he's underperforming.
632 OPS.
Yeah.
Miles Straw wants a word with you, sir.
Man.
I mean, he has as many home runs as Miles Straw. Right?
Yeah. And right now, at this point, I'd take Miles Straw over him.
Probably not.
I would. I mean, what he's doing at the plate. Happy Saturday, Alexander. Thanks for tuning in.
Brian says this is a nice live chat. We'll do this for a little bit. We just kind of want to do this just for Gerrit Cole coming home, just to see what's going on. It's kind of boring so far, but not the chat, but the game.
You're like our talk is kind of boring.
Our talk is boring, man.
Oh man, no, it's not. It's fun. The place is packed though, man. I love to see it. I love to see this place jam packed with people. It's great. And honestly, say what you will about when the Dodgers fans came to town, it was atrocious. But the Yankees fans, like I said, it was cool because you could kind of talk smack to them, and they would like grin and they would say something back, but it was never like getting at each other's throat. It was just like, hey, it's baseball, it's a game, it's fun,
Right.
And that looks like a well hit ball, but it is going to be caught.
All I see is a big puppy with a big briefcase full of money that needs to come my
nice.
Come deliver.
That looks like a lot more than $1,000 though.
Yeah, probably. It looks a lot more than $1,000. Yeah.
But so I wonder if I try to do my Todd Callis impression, where there's a pop up and like, oh, there's a deep drive to left field. It's coming. Oh, it's going right to his glove. He loves to keep us hanging in suspense.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Okay, Gene said he's listening to Robert and Sparky. We will not fault him for that.
No. No, he's actually he can't stay because he's got to work.
Yeah,
I
that's what
didn't
I
know
saw
he
that.
works. He's always at the Astros game, so I didn't know he works. So
Yeah,
he's
we
always
thought
there.
maybe
Yeah, he's
maybe
always there down the third base line trying to get autographs and everything. He has
yeah,
this big book, and so it's pretty cool.
dude, I admire season ticket holders that actually go to all the games. And I'm not talking about the people that are retired that go to all the games. I'm talking about people that have jobs and they go to every single game. That's I don't like I there's no way I could do that, to be honest.
Sierra says, "Let's go Astros. Let's score some runs this time."
Oof,
Last night was a little bit bad, but
slightly. It's pretty freaking frustrating.
that looked like it hurt. World Travelers here.
World Traveler made it. So, okay, so home run derby, are you taking Ohtani?
I mean, who else are you gonna take? The only other person I would take is Gallo. I don't like the Rangers, but I would go Gallo over. I mean, if I had to go anybody besides Ohtani, but seeing Ohtani just crush the ball recently, he's on fire. I mean, you would have to go somebody like that, I would say.
Yeah, I think it's going to be fun watching him hit home runs there at Coors Field.
Don't 2015 Game 4 to ALDSS.
What are you talking about?
Another single.
Oh. Okay. See, I just now saw that. So you gotta quit doing that to me, man.
Well, that kind of happened yesterday with Odorizzi. He kept on giving single after single in the first couple of innings, and I think that's what happened, right? Or is that a couple of games ago? All these games are kind of blending in, where he'd give up 2 singles and then get out of it. And
I've got an answer for I'm heel. No, absolutely not. Now you could when the Astros were in the National League. I didn't have a problem with that. I actually rooted for the Rangers when the Astros were in the National League because I went to college about an hour and a half from Fort Worth. And then when I was in seminary after college, we went to a lot of Rangers games. And so we rooted for the Rangers. I mean, they were in the American League, so it wasn't a big deal. But now, no, there's no way. The Rangers hate us. We hate them. And that's all there is to it. It's like being a Cowboys and a Texans fan. You just can't do it. Right. Or a Mavericks and Rockets fan. You can't do it. I've got friends that I still to this day give crap because they grew up in Houston. They were here like 20-something years. Then they got old, got married, got kids, and now they're living in Dallas-Fort Worth. Now they're hardcore Rangers fans. And I'm like, you're such a turncoat. But,
wait, is Aaron Boone whistling there? Am I hearing whistling? Am I hearing trash can banging?
See, I'm not listening to the game. I'm just watching. But Aaron Boone's probably a big fat cheater anyways. I'm joking. I think if the Yankees don't make the playoffs this year, Aaron Boone's gone from what I understand.
Hey,
that's what I'm hearing.
You know what? I think all the Brett Garner hitting the top of the roof, I think that was relaying signals.
They like to bang stuff, yeah.
All right, 2 outs, 2 on.
See, we did this a lot last night. We gave them opportunities early. They just couldn't capitalize. We've got to get opportunities. We've got to get on base. We've got to treat, gosh, dang it. Who's this guy coming up to bat?
Catcher. Kyle Higashioka. Higashioka.
No, that's not how you say it.
Higashioka.
Higashioka. It's not that hard.
I keep on trying to put an R in it. There's no R in it, Eric. Come on, man. Not that hard.
Higashioka. That is I wonder, is he Korean?
I'm not sure.
I don't know if that's a Korean name. I don't know. Or Japanese. It's probably Japanese, but I'm not sure. I'm sure I could look it up on the Googles.
If it's that important to you, go ahead.
Well, no, I want to know.
I'm heel says, I'm not going to lie. I've been fans of both since 2005, and I won't leave either. I love the Astros and the Rangers. Okay, well, you need to get a hat that has one side be the Astros and one side be the Rangers.
Well, he's from California, but I wonder what his last name is, like what the origin is.
Okay.
So I don't know what the origin of his name is. I don't know
Well,
what nationality.
He'll says that David Ortiz was the one who got him into baseball. If you want to know mine, it was Jeff Bagwell. I mean, I know that I'm from Houston, but Bagwell, just the way he batted, it was so unusual, and that it just drew me to the game and the way he played the game. Jeff Bagwell was the reason why I started watching baseball. I know my family wasn't really into sports as much. My dad still jokes around, well, how many touchdowns did we score today? When talking about the Astros. And but
Wow.
he's joking around. But so
Oh,
Bagwell was what kind of brought me to the game.
I was like, you were a deprived child. No, so people ask me this question not like all the time. They're not like always DMing me, hey, who got you into baseball? Dude, it's just baseball got me into baseball. Like playing baseball at such a young age. Like I don't remember, like as a kid, my favorite players were just anybody that was a Houston Astro. Jose Cruz, all those guys. But I didn't really have a player that brought me into baseball. I just loved baseball since I can remember. I mean, my earliest memory of my dad and I playing catch, I was probably maybe 4 and just fell in love with the game then. But the guys that I really rooted for, had a rooting interest for, you can see over my left shoulder, Mark McGuire. I actually picked up on him at USC. And this is before all the ESPN channels and all the coverage of, that we have today, all the access to games outside of pro. And I just kind of heard about this guy, Mark McGuire. He could hit it. He could hit hard and he could hit home runs. And so I started paying attention to his name and kind of following him. And then it was like him, Ken Griffey Jr., Tony Gwynn, guys that I really, really liked. Ricky Henderson picked up on him. So for me, it was guys like that. Obviously, Nolan Ryan, as an Astros fan, Nolan Ryan had to be that guy for you. Mike Scott. Mike Scott actually lived real close to us, and never got to see him at his house, but I knew like where he lived. I knew where his house was, but that was kind of cool. He lived like on the golf course in the neighborhood we're from. And so that was neat. But anyways, just pretty much any Houston Astro that I watched growing up, Terry Poole. I mean, all those guys, they were what got me. I was already into baseball, so I didn't need a player to bring me in. I was just there, just kind of hanging out.
Yes, I think everybody remembers Kaz Masui. He was a pain in the what.
Yeah, we won't talk about that because he had a medical condition. We won't talk about on here. Carlos Lee was definitely El Caballo was the bomb. That dude was awesome.
Yeah, I still remember being in. I was at my old house, and I remember the Astros signing him, and I was like, "Wow, the Astros really signed a big time free agent." And now, where is he going to play?
Right.
That was before I started writing or doing anything. That was way back in old days. That was
okay. So
just...
question. Brantley's not in the All-Star game because of injury reasons.
Mm-hmm.
He's injured,
right?
But he's not injured. I thought they had to, because apparently they fall under the rule. There's like some exemption rule or exception rule where they don't have to miss the last 2 games before. Actually, I think it was 2 games preceding. Doesn't that preceding? Is that preceding? Is that before or after?
That's before. Means before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So how is he able to play today? Because if he's injured, he shouldn't be playing, right? If he's injured. And I think, oh, shnikes, he got rung up, dude, backwards. Holy crap.
I shut up that time. I didn't say anything. Thank
you. That was brutal. But, if I guess, people are watching like, man, that guy Brett's kind of delayed. Yeah, sorry. My mind doesn't work clearly right now. Jeez, that was a beautiful pitch.
Yeah, World Traveler says she's going up to New York, and she's going to Yankee Stadium versus the Phillies and Citi Field versus the Blue Jays while we're there.
Wow.
When I was up for Cooperstown for Jeff Bagwell, I went to Yankee Stadium with my family, and we went to watch them play the Tigers. And so I didn't. I think I actually chickened out, but my now ex-wife wore her Jose Altuve jersey and went next to the Aaron Judge it was like a mannequin or something, and so she took a picture of Altuve next to Judge, and it looked like she was short and everything. But it was pretty weird being an Astros fan at Yankee Stadium, but it was a cool experience getting there. The one thing I would advise you not to do is get the bacon on a stick. I was not feeling good the next day. So it's what it
Wait, hold
sounds
on.
like.
How do you put bacon on a stick? Do they wrap it on the stick, or is this like
No, it's just literally, you know how you have the sliced bacon? It's literally just, instead of slicing it, it's the whole slab of bacon, not sliced, on a stick.
a slab of bacon on a stick?
Yeah.
Are you sure you didn't die of a heart attack that day 3 times?
I'm still here. I'm still here, man.
I'm just saying.
I don't think I ate all of it, and I tried to avoid some of the fat, but it was pretty good. Just it's not good for you. Let's just say that. So, but Yankee Stadium is pretty cool. It's a cool place. We went into Monument. No, we didn't go to Monument Park, but we went into the Hall of Fame area, and it was just pretty cool to see the little history of everything. And so
that's cool. I don't know. Did you post this earlier? I'm Hill said he goes, I love the fact that people boo the Astros, but they are complaining about not seeing us at the All-Star game. Yeah, it's the same crap, different day. I mean, we all know it. And Gerrit Cole is freaking starting this game on fire.
yeah, I think they need to check his glove there.
Yeah, he looks like he's using some spider tack to me. He's got to be cheating, because anybody has success in baseball now. He looks
confident. He looks like he's smiling. And no, I'm kidding.
Dude, no. Here's the thing, though. He's probably motivated. Like
I told you that. I told you he's gonna be motivated. He's gonna be ready for this game. So
he's probably pissed off at sucking so much the last few starts.
And with the way with Carlos Correa still. What?
I watched that first pitch. It's just, I mean, he's on his game, dude. God dang it.
Well, you're not gonna like this next one either.
He pops up, yeah, it's no big deal.
Okay.
It's only a second inning. What are you gonna do?
So far, Gerrit Cole looks pretty good, but so does Zach Greinke. So yeah.
Outside a couple hits he gave up.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see those. They didn't happen. I don't care it's one hit and a walk, but
one hit and a walk.
They don't count because nothing happened. So, yeah, the Astros offense has gone dormant, but they do this. I don't understand why they don't explode for it. It's just weird how they just do this. So, it's just kind of weird. So, let me see. So who do we got? Who's coming up for the Yankees next?
Aaron Judge, I believe, is one of them. I know Judge is one of them. I don't know who the others are.
Trying to figure out. We need to probably do bonus ads. Brett?
Yeah.
Do you hear me? Probably need to
do bonus. You.
Okay. Oh, it's only. Oh. So, you know what? During commercial break, do you want to ad-lib a Built Bar ad? I think it's perfect time to have a great Built Bar.
Yeah, Built Bar, especially when you're tired like me. You've been at the pool for 4 hours with your son and his friends, and you're trying to act like you're this young 30-something-year-old awesome guy, and you're really in your mid-40s. Well, grab a Built Bar, because they're good for you. They're great for the healthy conscious guy or girl. They're wrapped in 100% chocolate. And if you go to built.com, you can put the promo code LOCKED15 to get 15% off your Built Bar order, and that will give you a great discount. Trust me, you won't want to get another protein bar after you try this one, because it is great. It is the best protein bar in the business.
All right, so World Traveler asks, is Presley on paternity leave now, or will he have paternity leave during the All-Star game or break? I think that it'll be during the break. So maybe it's a planned pregnancy or delivery or something. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. It was just like, because they literally just interviewed him about going to the All-Star game, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm on paternity leave." I guess maybe his wife was expecting, and then maybe things came along. They're like, "Okay, you can have this baby sooner." That's a very, very strong possibility. But I was just like, when I saw those other two, I was like, "Wow, this is going to definitely be a national story."
That's foul, right? Yes. Okay, good. Phew. That scared me for a second. I thought that was a fair ball. I was like, no.
I just now saw it. That looked fair to me, though.
Yeah, it was just barely foul. So I'm Heel says the Yankees bats are so inconsistent. 1 minute they're hitting bombs, next they're striking out left and right. Well, the Astros have the same type of thing, but they don't really strike out as much. But they pop up a lot.
They
or
just
ground in double plays,
or they hit line drive to people.
And that is how Brett Canty dies.
That's how I died. Hold on, man. I'm gone.
Alrighty.
What happened? Hold on, I'm coming back.
Wow.
That was awesome.
That was the epic tumble there, dude.
That was an epic tumble. I can't lean back in my chair the way I want to. Dude, I'm tired. I don't know how much more. Dude, I think I gotta go, man. This is not good for me. I'm literally about to fall asleep.
Can we just finish this third inning and then we'll be
done? Yeah, we'll finish it. Oh man. Awesome. We need to be able to make outtakes at the end of the season. That would be awesome. Well, like now I'm gonna go back just to watch that. Wow, I feel faster than Chris Davis' career. Dang, that's harsh.
That was harsh. Good play. Good play there.
Oh man. Yeah, I'm still like way behind you guys. Yeah, like I literally leaned back, and then as I leaned back, I was like, "Oh, this isn't gonna end well" in my mind. Oh well, I just had to let it happen.
Oh, that was a great play by Altuve.
Yeah, I missed it.
So you have a rolling chair?
Yeah, I don't have my normal chair that I'm sitting in. I'm totally like just use the regular office chair.
Okay. All right. So if you have a rolling chair, I would not advise doing that. So Roll Traveler says since 2017, the Astros have the best road record in baseball with a 604 winning percentage, 192 to 104, with a plus 472 run differential, which is a all MLB best. Yeah. With that type of run differential, yeah, that's going to beat everybody. So, yeah, I know. It just people are going to believe what they're going to believe. It doesn't matter what people say. It's just whatever. They're just going to believe what they want to believe.
Perception is reality to people. If they perceive that you're a cheater, if they perceive that you can't do anything outside of that cheating, then there's nothing you can tell them that's going to change their mind. And there's no amount of logic or rationale that an irrational person is willing to listen to. This is the problem with our world today. People believe in this misnomer that, well, I'm gonna believe my facts, or I'm gonna believe my truth. No, there are facts and there's truth. There's truth and untruth. There are absolutes. There's right and there's wrong. And was it wrong that the Astros cheated? Yes, it was wrong. Were the Astros the only one cheating? Absolutely not. Does the fact that others were cheating make the Astros cheating right? No, it does not. Those are absolutes. And when people try to come at me and say that I'm always apologizing, or I'm okaying, or I'm okay with the Astros cheating, no, I'm not. And yes, I mean, even if the other teams are doing it, it doesn't make it right. Two wrongs never make it right, even if they're my guys doing it. But what other fan bases won't do is they won't own up to their crap. You know, they won't. If their guys get busted, I'll be damned if they own up to their stuff. They just won't. And that's the difference between me and everybody else. That's the difference between us as Astros fans and everybody else, is we own up to our crap. We're like, okay, we did it. Let's move on. Get over it. Build a bridge. Get over it. You know, call the ambulance. Whatever you got to do, just freaking do it. And they're showing Greinke's past dominance of Judge from when he was with the Diamondbacks. He freaking owns this guy. What's the score? The score is 0-0. That's what Eric was holding up.
Yeah. And I'm Heel. We typically only do these shows Monday through Fridays, which means we do it Sunday through Thursday nights.
Right.
So we will do for something big like this, like Gerrit Cole coming back. We'll do something like this. We're supposed to do a green room, but it looks like Brett's gonna maybe go take a little nap or something. So
I'm gonna fall out again. And no, I have not been drinking.
So, but we may do a green room. If we don't do it today, we'll do it tomorrow after the game or before the game or something like that. But yeah, we try to do it post game. But for those of y'all watching, if it's a day game, we're typically going to do it at 8:30 that night. So if it's a oh crap.
Oh really? Is it a home run? Man. What are you looking at me like that for? I'm not Zach Greinke.
You just jinxed it. You jinxed it.
I did not jinx anything.
Past dominance of Aaron Judge.
I didn't. They showed the freaking reel of it. That's not me. That's on the production crew. Don't blame me for that crap. Don't blame me for him hanging a freaking curveball or slider over the middle of the plate to the freaking ginormous mammoth of a muscle man 99 Aaron Judge.
Well, that's all he's been throwing is curveballs.
Yeah, look at that ball. It's a meat pitch. I could have hit a home run on that crap. That way you don't plate that ball. You freaking throw it inside and try to hit him or something. Yeah. Oh, well. Well, that's a wrap. Do you guys think Yuli should hit behind Yordan? I guess with his average, it makes sense.
Look at the lineup right now.
With the way Yuli's been hitting this year and all the contact he's making, that wouldn't be a bad move in the lineup. But think
Yuli's with this lineup missing Correa. I think Yuli bats third. Alvarez is your cleanup hitter.
He said, "Do you think you?" But what he was saying, do you think Yuli should hit behind? Do you think he should hit behind him rather than being third, even though Correa's not here? Because Correa's usually down the lineup.
No, I think he's batting where he should be, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah. The bats got to wake up, but no, Yuli is batting. He's the type of hitter that you want at batting third, somebody who's going to get on base for your big bopper batting fourth. So I think that with the guys that Dusty Baker has available right now, he has them in the right order, I would say. The bottom of the lineup looks a little weak, though. Yeah. Top five in the lineup has to carry the Astros during this series. I mean, without Correa, Bregman's I think is about to get the approval to maybe start playing some games in Albuquerque with the Sugarland Skeeters, so that's good. I think that's around the 17th, if I remember correctly, somewhere around that time. So,
yeah, if he shows up in Sugarland as a Skeeter, I'm definitely gonna be press passing that game.
No, I think that it's gonna be all in Albuquerque.
I know. I'm just saying, if he were to make it, I would be all over that.
All right, come on, Greinke. Oh, go strike three. Yes, take a seat. Which is something I cannot do in the MLB press box. The only I'm really good in the MLB press box. The only thing that gets me is when they do the clap thing. It's like that's the only thing that's
you start clapping in the press box.
No. It's like they do the clap thing where they get everybody to clap.
I know, and you do that in the press box.
No. I start to do it and I'm like, oh wait, I can't do that. That's the only thing to get me. Not that I actually clap like I root or anything like that, but that's the only thing that, because it's ingrained in you to when they tell you to clap, you clap. So anyway,
amateur moves.
Well, you're trained
you're such a noob.
Yeah, we've been kind of covering the trade deadline. I'm Heel.
No, we'll do that. We're trying to get a couple different guests on coming up that will help us cover that, here pretty soon. So some working on some interesting guests here coming up.
Yeah. So we're going to do that. We'll get some people talking about it, but we'll see who we can get on, but it's going to be a long month. It's going to be a really, really long month. And so we don't want to bore people too much with who can be taken, but we will, anytime a rumor comes up, we definitely will talk about it, and we'll go into that. So after this inning, we'll definitely go and end it. So Brett can take his pre-K nap.
Pre-K nap? No, I don't need a nap. I just need to veg out a little bit, man. I'm a little burnout.
So
I went to 3 games this week. I'm not like these veterans like John Bruton who can go to like 5 games in a week. I just can't do it.
Yeah. So yeah, we're definitely going to be covering this. And anytime a rumor comes up, if we have to have a special podcast, if we're available, we'll do it. I am going to be going out of town again, not this Sunday, but the next Sunday. But I will be still doing it from out of town as much as I can. But I'm excited about this.
I told him he's on a golf trip and he doesn't need to feel pressured to jump on the podcast.
Yeah, I said as much as I can. I won't be editing and doing all that
because
stuff,
if it was me, I wouldn't do it. I'd be like, dude, you're going solo.
Yeah, as much as I can. So we'll see how it goes. We'll play by ear, but just kind of have maybe some guests. Oh, Miles Straw, and it's out. So maybe this be a quick inning for you.
Yeah, maybe. Now they're interviewing, what's his name? Boone? Are they interviewing Boone?
I guess so. I can't hear.
He's 281 and 190 in his career, man.
How's the knuckle curve?
Not my poverty manager. My manager has a much better record than you, buddy. Let's see. Yeah, I can't see it. My feeds. Martin Maldonado's up to bat. So he hasn't been throwing a pitch for me yet. So
yeah, fouled off 97.
Okay, thanks for taking the mystery away.
Well, Martin Maldonado is batting 173 with a 542 OPS.
He is terrible at the plate right now. He should not be batting at all. No offense, Martin. Love you. Great guy. Cool dude. Cool hairdos. Castro needs to be in there. Corey Lee needs to hurry up and get to the major leagues.
The A's just won, apparently.
Oh, well. I mean, we're only down 1-0. Gerrit Cole can't last 9 innings. And then we'll face Aroldis Chapman and beat him.
It didn't matter yesterday. The Yankees still won.
Yeah. Here's the deal. Even if the Yankees win this series, it's like, who gives a crap? It's freaking before the All-Star break. We still have a commanding lead in the West. I'm not worried about the Oakland A's. I mean, let's be honest. Are we really worried about the Oakland A's? Hell no, we're not worried about them. We're not worried about those guys at all. Not with this offense.
Well, we just got to face Aroldis Chapman. That's all. Stop hiding Aroldis Chapman. We need to get some cheese and throw it on the field for Aroldis Chapman.
Yeah. For the record, that guy did not throw his hat on the field. He actually lost it.
Oh, okay.
He was leaning over, and the hat fell off his head, and it just happened to be he was standing over the dugout, because I took several pictures with that guy before the game, and I asked him, I was like, "You didn't throw your hat over?" He's like, "Oh no." He goes, "I totally lost it. It fell off my head." It's like, dang. And I said, what was funny was it went viral with the A's catcher taking it into the dugout, into the bullpen. That was classic.
And what did he say about it?
Oh, he thought that was funny. He's like, yeah. He's like, well, I guess the rat got the cheese.
Did he get it back?
Oh, heck no. Oh, heck no. And he had something written on it that they made him take off the cheese hat. He had apparently he's inappropriate. They made him take it off. He's like, yeah, look right here. It's all wiped out. They made me erase that. He wouldn't tell me what it said. So
okay.
Yep. 6 games started, 2-2, 5-2-4. Yep.
All right. Well, it looks like there's 2 outs now.
I think we need to do a glove inspection on Gerrit Cole.
His hair looks a little sticky there.
It does. They need to check his hair.
Check his armpits. Do a.
Yeah, do a little. No, don't do this, Eric. Don't do it.
I already did it.
4 strikeouts in 2 2/3 innings. That's
Alrighty.
insane.
All right, guys. So that's all we got. So thank you for watching along with us, and make sure you tune in to us after every Astros game, Monday through Friday. And Go Astros, make sure you subscribe to us on our YouTube channel, and we'll be back tomorrow night. And Go Astros.
Are you putting this on YouTube?